Hi everyone, welcome to my work in progress braided tote bag tutorial. So what I've done so far is, if you see my other videos on this tutorial, is I've made the braided panels and I have sewn them together using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And what I'm going to do next is take this strip of jelly roll and I'm going to sew it together here along the edge. And if you have directional fabric, you just want to make sure that your pattern or your fabric is going the way that you want when you attach the top fabric to it. And again, I'll use a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And what I'm going to do after that, after I iron it down, I will fuse that onto this batting like so. And this is the fabric that I've chosen for my lining, my interior lining. And I may also add a couple of pockets on the inside. So I might add 1 or 2 pockets. So I will show you how I do that if I do decide to do that. And just to show you what it looks like, I already did one side. So this is already attached and I've already fused it to the batting as well as the lining. And what I'll do then is, once I'm done with the other one, is I will trim away any additional batting, make sure it's all squared up the way I want it to be, as well as make allowances for the boxed corners, as well as sew on the straps. So I will show you that. And of course, if you have any comments in the meantime or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Okay, I'm ready to take this to the sewing machine, but I just wanted to show you how I clipped it. Again, I just use these little office clips. So I have this attached here, just making sure that the corners match up. And where I've placed these clips is where I have the seams. So just to make sure that they remain open, I've put my clips there. And when I get to the point when I'm going to sew them together, I will take them off, but I will just again make sure that they remain open, and that's just to reduce bulk. Okay, so I'm at the sewing machine and I thought I would just show you how I sew this top border to the rest of the panels. So I have my clip here, and again, what I like to do is just rotate my wheel for a couple of stitches. I'm going to take this one out now. I have my little seam guide here, and just making sure that this is all straight. And here we go. Okay. The little seam guide is very handy for the seam allowances. As I mentioned, as I get here, this clip has been holding the seams open. So I'll take that off, and it just makes it easier to ensure that those seams stay open as I sew. All right, so there we go. And with my fingers, I just press down and just help guide it. I'm not pushing, but I'm just making sure that the fabric flows. All right, so here. All right. And as I mentioned, I'm a beginner sewer. I just take my time. I'm not producing for mass quantities. And I'm not perfect, and I'm not looking to be perfect. Because otherwise, sometimes that takes out the fun, especially when you're first beginning. I think if you try to be too perfect, that it takes the fun out and then you stop. So at least for now, while I'm a beginner, I am just going to, again, take my time. If there's a mistake, you know, that's what a seam ripper is for. Anyway, so I finished sewing this. And raise this here. right, and so as you can see, this is just a little bit of extra fabric here, which I will trim off, but it's been sewn on, and now I'm going to go ahead and press it. All right, so here I'm at my pressing station, and I have my strips sewn on, and what I've done is I've pressed the seam towards the top, and I have started to press. As you can see here, I have the lining, I have the batting, and then the top section, the top panel. So I've started to press, and the instructions for the batting is that high heat, steam, and I'm just pressing down just to make sure that that glue that is on there fuses and melts. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. Again, taking it here from the seam on outwards. And so this is going to be what I'll be doing for the next several minutes. So, but I just wanted to show you that. All right. So I've decided I will make an interior pocket, and what I am doing, what I've used is I just had this extra strip, braided strip, and I've pressed both the top and the bottom towards the center, and then I folded it here and I pressed this way because I decided I wanted this to be on the outside. And what I'm going to do is just sew around it, and then what I will do is I'll find the center of the bag after I trim it and just sew along the 3 sides, and then I could put my phone or anything else in here. You could do interfacing or you know, batting, but I just wanted something simple and quick, so this is the way I am going to construct my interior pocket. I have finished trimming my 2 panels, and they measure 21 by 20, and what I'm going to do next, and here's the pocket that I'm going to sew on, but what I'm going to do in the next video is actually do some free motion quilting. As I mentioned, I'm going to stitch around some of these pieces of fabric as well as each side of the panel, and this will make it again more stable, especially if I want to wash it. I don't have to worry about the batting inside bulking up or shifting. So that's what I'm going to do next, and after I do that, I will then attach the pocket to the interior, and this way you know, I ensure that it doesn't get stuck when I do the free motion quilting to the bag. I've never done free motion quilting as far as, I mean, yeah, the straight lines, yes, but another option, if I was very daring, would be maybe going around some of the flowers to do that, and maybe, I don't know, that might be something that I might try just to get some practice. That's what's nice about doing quilting, is that you can try out different techniques. So that's it for this particular video. I will be uploading, hopefully it'll be the last part of this tutorial. Sorry it's in so many little videos, but you know what, then you can pick and choose. Let's say you just want to look at how you make strap handles or tote bag handles, then you can just go to that one little particular video. I will also be boxing the corners, so even though it's 20 by 21 right now, after I box the corners, and I'll show you how I do that, the dimensions will change. But just wanted to let you know, if you have any questions, leave comment in the section below. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.